The Icefields Parkway in the Rocky Mountains of Alberta, Canada, was opened in 1941 for visitors to experience spectacular views of mountains, glaciers, turquoise lakes, waterfalls, rivers, and wildlife. As cars became more affordable, more people traveled to the mountains, and the new paved modern parkway officially opened in 1961. The road stretches for 230 kilometers from Lake Louise in Banff National Park in the south to Jasper in the north. It took 600 men and 10 years of hard labor to build the highway starting in 1931. Before the road opened, horse outfitter Jack Brewster led annual Trail of the Glaciers packhorse trips between Banff and Jasper. The trips took 3 weeks, one way. This should be on everyone's list of places to visit, and I highly recommend this for your next adventure. Today, I will show you my top spots and most of the highlights on a recent trip of mine through the Icefields Parkway. I am sure you will agree why this is considered one of the top scenic drives in the world. Up first is Herbert Lake. This small, picturesque lake can easily be missed, but is a perfect spot to stop. The water is clear, and on a calm day you can see amazing reflections. "34 kilometers north of Lake Louise is a spectacular Crowfoot Glacier. Hanging on the northeastern side of Crowfoot Mountain, it overlooks Bow Lake, and the glacier's runoff feeds into the Bow River. It was named for its 3 toes that resembled a crow's foot. It has retreated since it was named and has lost 1 toe. A short distance from the Crowfoot Glacier is Bow Lake. Fed by meltwater from the Bow Glacier, the lake lies at the base of Bow Summit. Historical Simpson's Num-Ti-Jah Lodge is located on the shores of Bow Lake, at the foot of Mount Jimmy Simpson. Num-Ti-Jah Lodge was built by Jimmy Simpson during the construction of the Banff to Jasper Highway. The lodge opened with 6 guest rooms in 1940. "40 kilometers north of Lake Louise is Bow Summit and Peyto Lake, which is glacier-fed and has a vibrant turquoise color. Bow Summit is the highest point along the parkway at 2,088 meters above sea level. Throughout the summer months, glacier rock flour flows into the lake, which gives the water its spectacular color. Unfortunately, the area was closed for improvements during our visit and will reopen in 2021. These photos are from my visit a few years ago. Sitting along the parkway is our next stop, the stunning lower Waterfowl Lake, and is an excellent spot to get out and stretch your legs. There are beautiful picture opportunities here, and if lucky, you might get some up-close shots of waterfowl. About 75 kilometers north from Lake Louise is Mistaya Canyon. The Mistaya River flows from Peyto Lake and joins the North Saskatchewan River a short distance downstream. The water plunges into this narrow canyon that is constantly cutting and dissolving the limestone rock. I highly recommend this stop, and the short and easy hike is definitely worth it. The Saskatchewan River crossing was named the Crossing when travelers and fur traders would cross the North Saskatchewan River on their way to British Columbia in the 19th century. This is also the only place offering services between Lake Louise and Jasper. Next up is Big Hill, Big Bend. The Big Bend is the hairpin turn that wraps around in a circle before climbing to the viewpoint at the top of Big Hill. The viewpoint offers expansive views of the valley and river below. Bridal Falls originates at the Huntington Glacier on the slopes of Cirrus Mountain. The falls are estimated to have a 1,200-foot total drop. Just before reaching the Icefields, Parker Ridge Trail is a popular hiking trail to see amazing views of the mountain ranges and Saskatchewan Glacier. The hike is approximately 2 hours, an elevation gain of close to 1,000 feet. Due to weather and limited time, this hike will have to wait for another day. We are now leaving Banff National Park and crossing the border into Jasper National Park to continue our journey. The Wilcox Pass Trail offers hikers access to alpine meadows as well as incredible views of the mountains and glaciers of the Columbia Icefield, with a great view of Athabasca Glacier. This is my personal favorite hike in the area. At around 9 kilometers with elevation gain and rated moderate, allow a few hours to complete the hike and be prepared for changes in the weather. We did not complete the hike this year. These photos are from my hike 2 years ago. Next up, across from the Columbia Icefield Discovery Center, is the Athabasca Glacier. Options to view the glacier up close are by choosing the free hike to the toe of the glacier, the Columbia Icefield Adventure Tour that will take you onto the glacier in an ice explorer, and there are also paid tours with guides. The Athabasca Glacier is one of the 6 main toes of the Columbia Icefield. The Columbia Icefield is a surviving remnant of the thick ice mass that once covered most of Western Canada's mountains. The Athabasca Glacier is approximately 6 kilometers long and at its thickest is 300 meters. The Athabasca Glacier is a must-stop when traveling on the Icefields Parkway. Coming up next is the Columbia Icefield Skywalk. This adventure starts at the Columbia Icefield Discovery Center, where you'll be brought to this location for a very unique interpretive experience. You will take the walkway to the glass floor observation deck, where you can take in the beautiful surroundings. You cannot access the Skywalk on your own from the parkway. It is by tour only. These photos are from our visit a few years ago. Up next is Tangle Creek Falls. It is located right on the side of the road and only 7 kilometers from the Columbia Icefield Discovery Center. Don't blink or you might drive right by. Only 45 minutes from Jasper is Sunwapta Falls. It consists of an upper and lower falls that are fed by the Athabasca Glacier. The upper falls are easily accessible and not far from the parking lot. To get to the lower falls, follow the 1.3 kilometer path through the pine forest. Up next, and our last stop, is the beautiful and powerful Athabasca Falls. Athabasca Falls is located on the upper Athabasca River, about 30 kilometers from the town site of Jasper. This small but powerful waterfall has a height of 23 meters and is known for its force due to the large volume of water falling into the short narrow gorge. Follow the short trail to the viewpoints and also take the short hike to the lower canyon, where you can see earlier erosion and the Athabasca River from below the falls. I highly recommend Athabasca Falls, but come early as it can get very busy. Thank you everyone for coming along with me on this spectacular journey through the Icefields Parkway. I hope the information was helpful if you ever decide to visit this beautiful part of Canada. There are many more places to stop along the Icefields Parkway, but these are the main spots I recommend you shouldn't miss. Thanks again everyone for watching, and consider subscribing for more content like this in the future. Take care, and I will see you on the next adventure.